Now, I know I've mentioned Nazis a few times already in this show, but I'm going to mention them just one more time, just for a few more minutes if you don't mind, because being a smelly, stinky leftist, I do tend to notice quite a lot of far-right activity and then do comment about it. But even better than that, it's so easy to take the piss out of these people because they are so over the top and they have literally no sense of humour whatsoever. And that's what we're going to do now, because there's a game that you may have heard of, I'm sure you have, called Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, which came out very recently. And on the build-up to the release of the game, and indeed when it was released, Nazis, far-right people, the alt-right, racists, bigots, white nationalists, white supremacists, the KKK, and so on, whatever label you want to give them, they're all pretty much bundled into one little box there. They all got very, very angry because the point of the game is to kill as many Nazis as possible. Oh, why do you want to kill Nazis? Why don't you just have a dialogue with them? Why don't you just talk to them about, see what they want out of life, and just, conversate with them in a sort of non-violent manner? Yes, let's conversate with people who want genocide just to make entire nations white. Seems like a viable thing to do. Why do you want to kill all Nazis? Why are you attacking Trump supporters like this? Why is it always anti-Trump stuff, anti-this, anti-that? Hang on a second, what, you actually equating yourself? You're doing what we do and say that a lot of Trump supporters are Nazis. You're actually kind of admitting that, are you? Well done, well done. Really strange arguments like that, but they're just so enraged about the fact that this game, which is the third in the series, I believe, it's been going for quite a few years, when killing Nazis in this game has been pretty common in the past, but no one said anything. I remember Indiana Jones films, he punched the shit out of Nazis and people loved that shit, but no one ever really got angry about it. But now, due to Twitter and YouTube, Nazis are, let's say, more prominent in society. We can hear a lot about them quite often due to YouTube and Twitter not giving a shit about them being on there and having no desire to ban them whatsoever. So thanks, guys. So what I've done is, thanks to someone you might know called the Woolly Bumblebee, she sent a link to a Twitter account called Shitty Gamer Takes, and there is a wonderful over-the-top reaction to Wolfenstein on there, and I'll read it out now. See if you can see where the author of this insanity is going, okay? The year is 2025. The American political system is broken. Our glorious hero Donald Trump stepped down from presidency after serving 2 terms. Oh, Jesus. The globalist shadow masters in the United States government made sure that the election of a God-loving American hero Republican would never happen again. George Soros used his vast amounts of wealth to corrupt the otherwise completely fair and valid US electoral system to make it so that it was impossible for anyone to win. Anyone besides Queen Empress Mecca Clinton of the Democrat International Communist Party, kept alive by the assistance of physical augmentations and high-end nanomachines flowing in her body. Any signs of fraud were covered up swiftly, efficiently and brutally by the globalists. Heroes like Steven Crowder, Charlie Kirk and Ben Shapiro were shut down in minutes. Still, this is America, and the American people, noble as they are, noticed the acts of deception and fraud in the media despite the best efforts of the globalists, and resistance was growing like wildfire throughout the mainland. Over the next couple of months, this resistance was violently shut down by hordes of libtard Antifa commie cucks. Commanded by Queen Clinton herself, the Antifa cucks would punch anyone they deemed a Nazi in the face until they cried, which happened to be everyone they disagreed with. The keks were becoming short, the ad hominems were ignored, the culture war was quickly lost due to the overwhelming cuckery of the Antifa globalists. It's a sad time for America. Freedom of speech is dead. All of the guns have been replaced with water pistols programmed to shoot only estrogen-rich water. The globalists brainwash the masses with their chemtrails and the same gay chemicals that they tested on amphibians a few years back. School kids are made to kneel before the US national anthem and are forced to watch sports where everyone is the winner regardless of their actual ability, because under the new communist rule, everyone is equal in everything. Men and women are forced to bleach their hair with the colours of the rainbow. Saying Merry Christmas is illegal. Christians are forced to bake cakes for gay couples at gunpoint. Reality denying trans pronouns must be respected at all times, lest you be sent to the gulag. Ooh. White families are forced to harbour at least 5 Syrian refugee families in their homes at any given time. Non-interracial relationships are strictly criminalised. Mom and pop shops are heavily taxed, and the owners are forced to turn their own children into other kin just to survive. The minimum wage is $45,000 a minute in California, which has wreaked havoc to the economy. The police have been replaced with the brutal, materialistic Black Lives Matter terrorist organisation patrols, controlled by propaganda minister General Bernie Sanders from his 4 socialist fortress homes. That's socialism. Who send white people away for merely jaywalking, but allow illegal immigrants to commit mass murder and fuck on the streets. The American eagle is on its deathbed, just as the globalists want. But America is coming back. The resistance still lives on, organised by the based patriot Milo Yiannopoulos, who has harnessed the ancient powers of Kek to bring the fight back to the globalists in this culture war. Play as William B.J. Blazkowicz, the game's hero, to spread the word of civic nationalism, cultural liberalism, and horseshoe theory to the army of Antifa cucks who've taken over America in Wolfenstein 3, coming to a store near you in summer 2019. I mean, dude, just chill out. It's just killing Nazis, man. It's no big deal.